Whoa. Okay. So when you do something and you get a result from it, repeat, right? Like Ben, like you have good luck with that. And then you don't do it.
Yeah.
So today we're talking about the traits of a good salesperson. Let's write that down. I can't read it. Perfect. Okay. So you can be amazing at follow-up. You can be amazing at cold calling. You can be amazing at writing contracts. But if you first don't solve a problem, none of that matters, right? Ultimately, that is a salesperson if right now I'm trying to get new wheels and tires on my truck. That is my problem, and a good salesperson would help me get new wheels and tires. I don't care about the pricing if they can't get me my problem solved. So I think the first and foremost is we have to solve a problem. Does that make sense? So if you're a buyer and you want to buy a house, that is your problem. The buyer needs to see us as the solution to their problem. Right? Mm-hmm. Are you watching me, Ben?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. If you're a seller and you need to get rid of a house, that is your problem, and they have to see us as the solution to it. So first, you have to identify yourself as someone who's able to solve their problem. So figure out what their problem is and solve it. Weird. Another good trait I think is super important. Believe it or not, it's smiling. Right? We're doing that communication class. What, 7% of your communication is the words that you say. And what, it's like 53% is body language. So if you're in a console or you're meeting with someone and you're frowning or you're distracted and you're not smiling, that's an issue. So you need to be smiling no matter what. Even if things aren't going your way, they know that you lost if you stop smiling. Along those same lines is eye contact. Pay attention to this. It's wild. You'll talk to people wherever you are and they're avoiding eye contact. They're looking around. They're looking at their phone. And as a salesperson, if you're not making eye contact, you can be interpreted as being shifty or having something to hide. So that's super important to make solid eye contact. Don't like creep them out and just stare for too long. But you need to make some eye contact.
Smile. Eyes split.
I made notes.
Eyes smiling. Smizing.
All right. So we're always smiling. And along these same lines, maintain. Anyone, can you finish my sentence on this one?
Positive attitude.
Maintain a positive attitude. Good job, Lana. So a positive attitude is a can-do attitude. The world really is full of people who can't do, who won't do, who aren't willing to do, and have bad attitudes. It's everywhere. You go to a coffee shop, you go to Starbucks. Hey man, can I get 4 shots and some cold water? I don't know how to ring that up. I can't do that. Can you just order Americano? Like, that's a bad attitude. Yeah, hey, yeah, we can do it. We can figure that out. Whatever it is. So you got to have a good attitude. In this, like, all these things line up. Like, these are things that you should be doing. Making eye contact, being happy, smiling, having a good attitude. This stuff it's magnetic because so many people do have bad attitudes. It's like when you see someone that's like, they're like the sunshine. You're like, oh my, they gravitate towards you. Mm-hmm. Always acknowledge clients' communication, even if it's ridiculous. Like asking price is $300, they want to write an offer for $200,000. Hey man, I get it. I'm with you. Like, we can write that up. I suggest that we do a little bit higher. That's not realistic, but always acknowledge the client's communication. If you don't, they will stick. And if you don't acknowledge the communication stops. Like, did they not hear me? Like I said, I couldn't do 3 o'clock, and now you're booking an appointment for 3 o'clock. So that's where you get the, I'm with you, I hear you, let's do this. That's acknowledging communication. Logan's very good at that. When you hear him on the phone, he's always acknowledging their concerns and their communication. Then once you acknowledge it, you maintain good communication and rapport, and then you can shift to maybe a correction in is us being experts in our field. I get it. I understand where you're coming from. Here's the reality or the consequences of doing that versus here's what I would recommend, right? If you're positive, you're making eye contact, you're going to be in good communication, be able to work through any issues you have. But if you don't acknowledge, the communication will stop. Especially with concerns. If they're concerned about something, address it. Acknowledge it. What's holding you back? Where are we at? What are you thinking? Great, I get it. I understand. This is a big step. You're nervous. I get it. I'm with you. Let's do it.
I think a big one too is if you don't know the answer and you're finding out the answer, let them know. I'm finding the answer so you don't leave them hanging for a little while.
We had a gal, we showed her the house. She wants to know how the heating and air system is. There wasn't like an outdoor unit for me to go look at a date on it. So I just called the listing agent. Hey, how old's the heating and air system? This is a big concern for our client. She said, I don't know. I'll ask the seller. As soon as I got it, called her, let her know we wrote an offer. I acknowledged that communication. I followed up and made sure she knew I was working on it. And then I got her the information, which led to us writing an offer. Yep. So that's huge. And with acknowledging the communication, right, you're always in agreement. M-E, look at that E-N-T. So.
Looks like my daughter's.
If you're not in agreement, how are you going to write a sales agreement? You don't want to fight with these people. We're on the same team. We're all going towards the same goal of getting your house sold, finding you that investment property, or finding you your first home, your second home, your third home. So you have to be in agreement. Don't be argumentative, right? Because that starts getting into negativity as well, right? And that's not a positive attitude. Son of a... There we go. And finally, you got to be sold on your product. Okay, so the reality is our product is us, and we're very good at what we do. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay, so when you're doing your follow-up, high five.
I was like, where's my face?
You need to be following up, and you need to be sold on that we're the best team for them to be working with. We don't want them to work with people that are inexperienced or that don't know what they're doing or going to give them bad advice or don't care about them. Because we do. We are very good at what we do. We care about our people. And that's how you continue following up. You have to be sold, right? If you don't believe you're any good, you're not going to fight very hard to get that client. We can't help them if they don't sign with us, right? So part of being sold is the follow-up process. I was listening to some training this morning, and this guy ran into a client who specifically would not do anything until they followed up with him a fourth time. And he said, almost all of you salespeople quit after 3 tries, and that lets me know that you are not sold on your product, and it must not be that great, right? So if you don't have the gusto in your heart knowing that you're the right person to help these people and you want to protect them from people that aren't as skilled or as good, then you're going to be sold and you continue to follow up. Because like I said, until they sign with us, we cannot help them. And we truly believe that we're the best at what we do. So you got to be sold. And remember, there are people out there that know how salespeople work. And if you just stop following up after 3 or 4 attempts, you're not that sold. Any thoughts? No?
Yeah. Well,
Logan, thoughts? No? Okay.
I think the being sold part is the most important part in order for you to have confidence and knowing that you're the best. That's like number 1 to get everything else in alignment.
Yep. Yeah, agreed. So we'll just review it real quick. So some really good traits of a salesperson. Understand that your job is to solve their problems. They don't need to solve their problems. That's our responsibility. We need to be smiling. Okay, we need to make eye contact, no shifty-eyed looking around. Maintaining a positive attitude no matter what. And that goes with communications with other agents as well. Like, if they're having you don't know what other people are going through at any particular time. It's our job to maintain a positive attitude with the lender, with the escrow company, the other agent, the buyer, the seller. Hey, we're working on it. I'm with you. Let's get this thing done, right? You're upbeat. They want to talk to you. They want to work with us. Acknowledging your client's communication, especially their concerns. Staying in agreement with your people and being sold on yourself and the product that you're selling. I truly believe that everybody should own a house. I truly believe everybody should buy investment properties. I'm sold on it because I do it myself, and it comes through. Like Matt, when we met with the people in Grants Pass this week, they know I'm sold on that. They want to be involved with things that I'm involved with because I'm sold at an extremely high level. Like, I put my money where my mouth is. I am doing this stuff. And we can't solve their problem if they don't sign up with us. And we think we're all right. Thanks for watching.